Last time we talked about functions, and we learned what the function definition and the function call were. This time we're going to add something to that idea, and that's the idea of adding something called arguments or parameters to the functions. So when we call a function, we can actually give it some information that we want it to use within that function. And so that's what we'll take a look at today. Okay, as before, we'll start with a function definition. This time we'll call it print name message. Okay, but this time, you see, remember how in the brackets here, usually in the past, it's just been nothing in there. So this time we're actually going to put something in there, and I'm going to put name, okay? And then I'm going to print name. Okay, so this is our function definition. Okay, just one line so far. Here's my function call. Print function call, as we know, is just the name of the function and the brackets. But this time, because there's something in there, I have to put something in here. So the function definition, whatever's in the brackets, however many things are in there, has to match with my function call, how many things are in here. Okay, so I'm going to put something in there, and I'll just put a name in there. Mary. Okay, so let's run this, and it'll print Mary. Or if I have something else, Justin, and we'll run that, and it prints Justin. And in fact, what I could do is input something. So I could say username equals input what's your name, and then what I'm gonna put in here is, can you guess? Username. Okay, if I run that, what's your name, and I'll put Bobby, and it prints Bobby. Cool. So what I can, not now, functions become a lot more powerful because depending on what's going on in my program, I can kind of customize the function to do what I want. I'm going to do something a little more complicated here. This is nothing that you have not seen before, but I'm just going to put kind of something like this, a hi there, and then go name, and how are you today? And let's delete that one, and let's run that. So what's your name? And I'll say Jack. And so there it is. So it's printed that line using the name, which is this name, which is actually this name, which is actually this name. Cool. So that's how we get variables and whatever we want into functions. We do it through the brackets. So this is one thing in the bracket, but we can actually have more than one thing in the brackets. Let's do another function. Let's define, say, get sum. This time, inside the brackets, we're going to put two things. We'll say an x and a y. And we're going to just print our x. We're going to print x plus y. Right. Comment this out for now. And so let's call our function. So we call our function by putting the name of the function. And then because there's two things here, we have to put two things here. And so we can say 4 and 9, for example. And let's run that. And look at that. It printed our 13, which is our 4 plus our 9. So the 4 comes here, which becomes this. Our 9 comes here, which becomes this. Okay. The order is important. That's how they know. So the first thing, they say first thing, okay, first thing is this, first thing. Okay, second thing is the second thing. Let's try a slightly more complicated one. Let's do exponent function. And it has a base and an exponent. And we'll just do a quick little block of code here for I in range. Exponent result equals base times result, and print result. Okay. So this time our exponential. Okay, and again we want two things. So let's say 2 is the base and 4 is the exponent. So 2 to the power of 4 is, well, let's find out. And it is 16. So if we say 3 to the power of 3, it should be 27, I believe. And there it is, 27. Okay, so our 3 became this. And then we know that our base was our base. So this is what's happening here. And then our exponent is the range. So however many times we're doing the loop is our exponent. We can even add our name. Okay, and then we can print, instead of printing result, we'll print hi, and then we'll say our name. Your result is result. Okay, and so we can uncomment this stuff. Okay, and we can add username. There. All right. Base exponent name. Base exponent name. Let's try that. Okay, what's your name? Andrew. And there it goes. Hi there, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Your result is 27. I wanted to keep that commented out. We could, but notice that if we put username in a different order, say we put it first, okay, and run that, it's going to get an error because I'm using, it's thinking that my username, which was Andrew or whatever I entered there, is thinking that the username is actually the base and is trying to do base times result. It doesn't make sense. So it has to be in the correct order. Okay, and we can even do some other inputs. Base equals input. What's the base? Oops. Enter base, and exponent equals input. Enter exponent, and we'll change that to base, and we'll change that to exponent, and we can run that again. What's my name? My name is DJ. Enter base, so let's say 4, and enter exponent, let's say 2, and it's saying, giving me an error. Type error string object cannot be interpreted as an integer. So of course our inputs are always strings. Let's convert them into integers like this. Int, okay, and let's run that again. What's my name? DJ, base 4, exponent 3, result is 64. Okay, so we can do as many arguments as we want as long as we make sure that it matches here. All right, that's it for this video.